Hey everyone, this is Vince. This is On the 12th Podcast, Episode 4.
We're no longer going to be doing dates, apparently. So,
Shauna decided to
let's do a podcast
Google.
of
She got a hold of her
random questions.
Google on her brand new tablet that she doesn't want to fucking put down, which I don't mind. I don't mind at all. I'm very glad that while I'm at work, you have something to play with. And you have access to the outside world.
I do. Because my phone is old school and I can't get online without being charged and stuff.
Yeah, when we were talking about flip phones and other stuff in a previous podcast, Shauna and myself we don't have fucking flip phones, but I barely have a touchscreen and you don't have a touchscreen phone.
No touchscreen
and that's because we have 5 fucking kids and we're poor, so fuck off.
Yeah.
Anyway, why don't you go
ahead? And the iPads and the iPhones the boys got from their grandmother, so that was nothing.
Yeah, that's not...
Tablets the kids got, they were on sale for like $35, so boop boop.
Anyway,
the other 3.
This internet's about to shut down.
Crap.
Well,
I gotta plug it in.
You gotta plug it in.
Okay, so anyway, I was like, let's do a podcast on...
Hold on, the fucking cat decides...
Things to ponder.
Stymie.
Random questions that hopefully I'm not the only one that is subject to.
I don't know if that's coming through or not.
One of which... What's coming through?
Your voice.
Yes, it is.
Well, you were leaning away. I don't know.
They can hear me. All right, so why do men have nipples? And I looked it up, and here is what I'm going to read it to you. According to livescience.com.
Live Science. Is this a credible news source?
I don't know. Nipples are a vestige of our early gender-bending days in the womb. Whatever your sex, everyone starts off as a woman in the womb. For the first several weeks, a developing embryo follows a quote-unquote female blueprint from reproductive organs to nipples. And then
you hear that, Republicans? You started off as fucking women.
Uh-oh. Then there's a video on YouTube. Why
would you need a video of why men have nipples?
But I want to know how I can get into this one.
You probably touch it.
I'm trying. There seems to be a logical explanation about why women have nipples for babies, but why do men? So, all right, speaking of nipples, have you ever seen an inverted nipple?
What do you mean? Like it's not poking out? Like it almost looks like a crater?
Yeah, like on a woman. Have you ever seen that?
No, I have not seen that.
Never seen. So you've always been with women with
nipples that look like crunch
nipples?
berries?
No, I have crunch berry nipples.
Yep, we're talking about nipples on the old podcast today. No, I have not seen anyone with inverted crater nipples. Have you?
Yes, but basically, like, they just don't really protrude. Like, the whole areola will, like...
So it's just one big areola?
Ish. It's weird, and it looks like
the nipple is probably a darker version spot?
No, the nipple just, like, barely pops out. They gotta be, like, super duper cold or super duper turned on. It's weird. Anyway, my other question that I need to look up is why do we have butt cheeks?
Why would you want to know why we have butt cheeks?
Because I want to know why we're not like cats and dogs and monkeys and stuff.
Why are you looking at
fish.
Cats and dogs and monkeys' asses?
I'm not looking at them. I'm talking about the fact that we have to buy toilet paper and all that, or...
because we can't fucking reach down and lick our own ass. That's probably why.
I just don't understand. What's the purpose of butt cheeks? Why are they there?
To sit. Because we need to sit. And have comfort when we sit.
Dogs and cats sit.
But not the way we do. For long hours on end.
Well, that just has to do with evolution. The way we've evolved in today. Because we decided to make chairs and cushions and stuff like that.
Because we sit. A dog is just as
I don't-
happy sitting on the floor as he is in the
Why
grass.
do
Or on a couch or a
humans-
bed. I mean, so would we, but our asses get numb when we're
Right.
sitting on a hard surface. It's the whole Goldilocks thing.
I'm not the only one. Why do humans have butt cheeks?
That's the first thing that popped up when you typed that in?
Nope. I'm thinking about how only humans have butt cheeks like ours. Okay.
This sounds like something more potheads would come up with. We're
Well-
not potheads anymore.
You were never a pothead.
No, I was never a
Do
pothead.
tiger sharks have butt cheeks?
Why would people want to know this?
Hey, I want to.
This is stuff that governments give grant money to instead of let's find a cure for cancer or AIDS or end hunger in the United States. No, let's find out how many fucking nipples a fish has. Let's give $2 million to this fucking university to figure that out. That's what this sounds like. I'm not saying that it's
You're
not
being mean.
fucking. I'm not being mean.
Why are
I think it's fucking hilarious that
this
you.
isn't something that.
No, it's not something I ponder in my life. I know you have a lot of free time on your hands, but when I have free time,
Answers. I cannot get answers.
I can't give you answers. I'm not Yahoo Answers. Maybe you should have Googled this ahead of time, and we would have been able to figure that out.
I'm upset. Something says stop putting gum between your butt cheeks, people. I don't know what that's about.
Who the fuck wants to put gum between their butt
I
cheeks?
don't know, but I want to know why we have butt cheeks. I want to know what's the
Is
purpose
it
of that
to is it to plug it? Is it to plug it? Is
Plug
it really
what?
what it is? Your butthole.
Why would it plug it? Your
Gum?
butthole.
No, the gum thing.
Oh.
I'm going back to the gum thing. Now that is something I really want to know. Why would someone want to put gum in between their ass?
I don't know.
Hold on.
makes 0 sense.
Hold on. Is it to blow a bubble when they fart? I can see some fucking teenagers doing that shit in Florida. Seriously. You don't think there's a teen that's probably spreading some fucking gum right this second
You're a weirdo.
over his asshole to try and blow a fart and get that shit on YouTube? Fucker will be a viral millionaire in three months, tops. We're struggling with fucking podcast is fun. I enjoy it. I get a kick out of it. I talk with you mostly. That's cool.
I want answers to my questions.
I don't think even God has questions for your or answers for your questions.
Okay. I don't know if
Do we need to
humans or
pause
apes
this
have
and
some
come
serious
back? Because we can do that.
Dog. No.
You sure? Because I don't know if I can ramble long enough to keep the people interested, babe. Okay, we did pause it for a little bit
I don't
to
have
get
any
more
answers.
precise answering.
Humans are the ones who came up with what a quote-unquote butt should look like based off of our own one. So in that sense of our butt, whatever. That made no sense. Whatever they fucking wrote here.
I was going to say, how could humans create butts?
It says it was an evolutionary process. Apparently, survival of the fittest meant having a built-in seat cushion rather than cool shit like X-ray vision or fire breath.
Okay,
Your
so does that
glutes
mean
are big,
people...
juicy, stabilizing muscles. Their most powerful action is when we need to stand up.
So does that mean people with more pronounced asses are on the higher evolutionary train than the rest of us?
I don't know.
So
I'm
like
getting
J-Lo
used to
is truly our queen?
her Kardashians.
Oh, God damn it.
No.
That this day and age, that explains a fucking lot. Our de-evolution mentally into the physical evolution of the
I
badunkadunk.
just really would like to know. It doesn't make sense because here you were trying to tell me before we're doing the podcast
Who's
that
we? Me. What was I trying to tell you?
that we have to do it to sit, but
I was just
other
pulling something out of
animals-
my ass,
well,
literally.
yeah, it was not literal. Dogs sit on their butt. You don't have to. I just would like.
No,
to...
it was butt cheeks. Butt cheeks.
Yes, and dogs have a little bit of a butt cheek, but their anus is more. I just don't understand what the purpose of
I want to know.
butt cheeks are, and I'm not able to freaking find it, and it's very upsetting to me.
Do you think it's just because of our muscle DNA, our the way we're built, and genetically, structurally, whatever, and it just grew?
Because I have a bigger butt than you, but you can still sit on your butt and it will get sore, and mine will get sore even though mine's bigger. So, I don't.
I want to know the root.
Glutes.
You really want to know what I want to know?
Tell me.
I want to know what fascinates you so much about butt cheeks that that you want to know
Because
this
I think
answer?
it would be fantastic to be able to go to the bathroom and just pinch it off and not have to worry about poop in your underwear or having
That
to
makes
use
no
toilet
fucking
paper. Yes, it does. Your butt cheeks. When you poop.
Your butt cheeks don't pinch it off.
No.
Your sphincter muscle does.
Can I finish?
Okay.
The poop gets stuck between your butt cheeks when you're wiping. Whereas a dog and a cat and squirrels and fucking birds and stuff, fish,
Birds? Anyway.
they just have the sphincter, the little anus, boop, boop, and it pinches it off and they're done. And yeah, sometimes dog will have a little dingleberry, but they scoot their little butt across the grass or the ground or whatever. I would like to know why humans aren't like that.
Does this mean that you truly want to know why we have to wipe? Is that what it boils down to?
In a way. I mean,
Well,
I
then
know
there you go.
why. That's
there you
the
go.
thing.
Google that. Why do we have to wipe our butt?
And it'll be because we have butt cheeks.
Well, then maybe that'll find your answer. You gotta work through the Google that is Google to get to the roots. Don't Wikipedia it.
I can't.
Actually, Wikipedia it, because that answer would be human made, and that could be fucking funny.
I can't find it. Here, you look. I'm not savvy. Other
I don't
questions.
know. You're on Reddit? You're not going to find anything on fucking Reddit.
Oh my gosh, why all my fucking new pants, my new pajama pants, all of them. Look, another hole. What the hell, dude?
Maybe you keep putting your finger down there.
Really?
Hey.
Really?
What are you going to do? You got to do it. You got to do what you got to do, man.
I'm not fucking masturbating.
Why not?
Weirdo.
Why
I'm
not?
trying to find out why the fuck we have butt cheeks.
You'd
Why
rather,
are we
you'd
the
rather
only
find
man?
out why we have butt cheeks as
Oh
opposed to
my gosh,
masturbating?
You're annoying me right now.
That isn't very fun, Shauna. Okay, what am I looking up?
Why we have butt cheeks, or you said why do we have to wipe? But that's something that we've done. Like toilet paper is something that I was watching on. What was that show the kids were watching the other day about like whoever ruins everything? You know, it's all these answers to things that we do in real, like the fact that like Listerine is actually a floor cleaner, and then they decided to promote it as a mouth cleaner, and brushing your teeth and toothpaste and all this and all that.
Okay, here, right here. I got this.
What?
Other animals have them too. Ours are just, it fucking did something stupid. I had the good fucking answer, man. No, about the horses and shit? No. Other animals have them too. Ours are just more noticeable because we walk upright. It's not just primates either. Many horse owners had unfortunate occasions where they needed to clean their horse's bum cheeks. Bum cheeks. Well, okay, so I get what you're saying there. Well, why do we have butt cheeks? Like the round muscle around our asshole. Is that a technical term? See, you're on. I don't even.
I didn't mean. I went to Google. Is where I went, and then all of a sudden.
I'm not really quite sure. And your tablet, as much as it's great, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's just I really don't know what to search for. This is just a very odd conversation that fascinates me because you of all people is coming up with it. Okay, so there's your butt cheeks. Why are you so fascinated with nipples? Because you do have a lot of I wouldn't say fetish because you're not really fetishish when it comes to nipples, but you do have a fascination sometimes.
No, I don't.
You kind of do.
How do I have a fascination?
I
with
don't
nipples?
know, but every chance you get, you bring up
the fact that my nipples are fucking huge. I have elongated nipples.
No, like
that
even,
my nipples are those that Captain Crunch. That's how they came up with Crunch Berries. Is because of the shape and form of my nipples.
Follow your nose. Oh, that's Toucan Sam.
Yeah.
No, every chance you get, you have to do something or make reference to my nipples. You even looked up why men have them just now. You talk about when we were watching Girls the other night, and the chick with the Gabby Hoffman's character.
Her areolas are super dark and huge.
Yeah, I mean that's an obvious observation, but point being, every chance you get, you trying to throw in some sort of like, oh, nipple this, nipple that, nipple.
I think it's more. I thought that my nipples were kind of unique, and discovering they're not. A lot of people have cranberry nipples. It's kind of disappointing.
But didn't you also say that it was kind of a benefit during breastfeeding?
I don't know. I don't have a lot of feeling in my nipples, really. I mean, I don't have zero feeling like you supposedly do. But, I mean, the kids could find them pretty quickly. But I mean, you know, some women, their nipples...
Even dogs. You even bring up when dogs' nipples are certain things, man.
So?
Maya's especially.
I don't talk about Maya's
You
nipples.
talk
No,
about
I talk
Maya's
about Lulu's nipples because she's
Lulu's got fucking nipples.
She's got udders, man.
Well, and then Zoe, who just had our puppies.
Yes.
Not our puppies, but one of the puppies that we're taking.
Yes, Astrid.
Adorables. We'll probably post pictures on our... That's another thing we need to talk about. Not talk about, but we need to throw on our Twitter stuff, and you can find us on Facebook and do all that. Follow your nose, all that bullshit. At the end of the podcast. Remind me.
Oh, yeah.
And if I don't do it, then you guys fucking find us.
Yeah, that's right. Mine's Shauna Marshall with one L for some crazy reason.
Well, you gotta do the at. You gotta say
at. Shauna Marshall.
You're new to Twitter, so.
At Shauna Marshall, 1L, 20, right? Isn't that what it is?
I think
Shauna
it's
Marshall
20,
20.
Yeah. Yes.
That's me.
And I'm at Vincent Marshall. And
Yeah, 2 L's. You get your actual
I got my full
spelling.
name. See, that's what happens when you're on Twitter first.
Oh,
anyway, nipples.
Yeah,
You
so
know 'em,
mine
you
don't
love 'em.
have a lot of feeling. My nipples are always poking out. Mine always. And then when I'm cold, though, they poke out even further. I mean, I could poke somebody's eye out with these things. So I don't know. I have really big nipples, and they are the size of crunch berries.
Did you do something specific with your nipples during high school?
Nipples plural or one nipple?
Did you do anything specific with your nipple?
Yes, I pierced it with
Why?
a safety pin.
With the safety pin?
Yeah.
You didn't tell me that
Yes,
part.
I did.
You probably did, but wow.
Yeah.
What brought that on?
I don't know. That was the way I'd take out my frustration, is I would pierce things. And
Did you ever pierce your vagina?
No.
Well, that'd be very forced. That would
like,
take out some frustrations, I'm sure.
I would do different piercings in my ears, and I had my eyebrow
All with a
pierced.
safety pin?
Yeah. And then one time in the bathtub, I just was like, I want to pierce my nipple. And it took me 2 days, which was weird. And then I even did it crooked, so that sucks. But now my nipple is forever pierced. But yeah, I pierced my right nipple, and I showed a lot of people in my high school. So I was like, it's art, man. Check out my nip. And so...
Did you have an earring or a piercing in it?
Yes, I showed it to you, apparently. You said you saw some chick with a pierced nipple.
No. I said I heard the rumor
Oh.
that a junior pierced her nipple.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw it. I'm pretty sure I would remember seeing a pierced nipple when I was a freshman. Anyway... What kind of piercing was it?
It was just a hoop.
Where'd you get it?
It was one of my earrings.
Oh, you took your old regular earring and did it?
Yeah.
What year was this? I know you were a junior, but...
I've been 97, 98.
And how long did you keep it pierced? Keep the piercing in.
Oh, man. A few months, I believe. But it was really crooked. But it never closed up. It's not like an earring when you pierce your ears where it'll close up. Like, my nipple, I could easily put something through it right now.
Yeah, you've done that.
Yeah. So.
Very weird.
Yeah, and I was afraid it would drown my children. And that's not...
You thought... I do remember that. And I don't know if you had that conversation with Dry's dad, but I do remember having that conversation when you were pregnant with Xander. Would it shoot... Like, almost kind of like the Star... That's another thing we forgot to talk about in the other podcast, was just the fucking Star Wars.
Oh.
We haven't fucking seen the movie, so don't worry about any fucking spoilers, even though I know what happens, but still. Anyway...
Spoilers. I'm sure everybody's seen this.
No.
I've seen Star Wars, but...
We haven't fucking seen Star Wars.
We're not part of everybody.
Anyway, where it would shoot out the sides, the milk. I do remember having that conversation. Like, do you think the milk's going to come shooting out the sides because you're piercing? Do you remember that?
Yeah. But I remember I mean, the babies, all kids preferred my right nipple over the left. Because I'm assuming because of the piercing, because it's probably, I don't know.
More milk coming out, you think?
I
Truly?
guess. Kind of.
The whole Star Wars thing had to do with the lightsaber, by the way.
Oh.
Because Kylo Ren's lightsaber, it actually looks like a sword as opposed to just the one long lightsaber. There's two things that stick out on the side. That's what I guess I didn't finish that thought of the whole Star Wars.
Okay.
The Star Wars nip. Return of the Nipple Jai or something like that.
Wow.
It's fucking... We're recording this way early in the morning.
Yeah.
After a fun day. But anyway, nipples.
Yep.
That's what you wanted to do today.
I did.
That's pretty fun.
Thanks.
Actually, more butt cheeks than nipples. What's next?
I don't know. I was trying to think of other things that we have
that are fascinating
weird.
to you.
They're just odd. Like
why do we have two nostrils? Oh, there you go. See? Now you're thinking. Why do we have two of a lot of things? 2 ears, 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, 1 tongue.
Yeah. 5 fingers on each hand.
Well, 4 fingers and a thumb.
Yeah. Some people only have a unibrow.
Maybe you should take an anatomy class and
that's a lot. No, that's a lot of remembering. I've thought about stuff like that, but like to be a chiropractor and stuff, and I think I'd have to learn anatomy with all that jazz and.
Well, yeah.
And then.
You'd basically be a fucking doctor.
Yeah.
Not but basically, nice. You would be a fucking doctor. And I could be fucking a doctor. You should get on that, babe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, good times. And it's never too late to go back to school.
Or to just go, because I've never gone to college.
Why is that?
Why didn't I go to college?
Yeah.
I didn't want to. There was never anything that anybody ever forced down my throat to say, you have to do this. Like it kind of is in your family, where everybody better go to college.
That wasn't really pushed onto us as much as you think. Well, it
kind of seems like it more. It was never talked about at my house, and I didn't like school. So, I mean, I liked the social aspect, but college was never anything I ever intended on doing. I was ready to get out of high school and just be done, which is dumb, I guess, but...
Well, look at it this way. You may not have a degree or a career or anything like that.
I may be an absolute loser.
What was that again?
I may be an absolute loser.
No, but you're not swimming in fucking debt like all the other college grads nowadays.
I mean, I am in debt, but
yeah,
I'm not swimming in it.
You're not.
I'm waiting.
Yeah, you're not $70,000 to $85,000 in debt like some of these other kids are. Jesus fucking Christ! Nope. And then you add yeah, that's like neither here nor there. Because then you add the fucking credit card debt because they come after those kids with the fucking, oh, get a credit card. Oh, get a credit card. Oh, get a credit card. Even though that's kind of what we did, but that was under different circumstances. We were drug addicts.
Yeah.
Are we going to watch Silicon Valley? I think that's another show we should binge watch.
I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
It's with the tech guys, and it's got TJ Miller, who brought the good news bear? Someone get her some fucking honey.
Yeah. He's
going to be in the new Deadpool movie. And Kumail Nanjiani from the Jonah Ray, they did the stand-up thing on the back of a comic book store.
Why do we grow hair on the outside of our ears?
Fucking God. Really?
I know there's hair on the inside of your ears for hearing to help you hear better. But why, when we get older, do we get whiskery hairs? Like, women even get it.
Why do we have
and
nose
our
hair?
eyebrows get even... Why do we have eyebrows? What are they good for? Oh, eyelashes I know to help keep bacteria and foreign objects and stuff out of our eyes. But what do the eyebrows do?
To keep bacteria from rolling down your forehead.
And then... Because the ear hair, old men with... Especially, when they get the crazy hairs on the outside of their ears. I mean, it's even growing out of their ear canal, too. But the one outside... Ooh... What's that about?
Let me run this by you. You know how our nose hairs, that's why they want you to kind of breathe through your nose because the nose hairs keeps out the bacteria as well.
Mm-hmm.
What if, as we get older, we grow the ear hair because our body internally is starting to break down because we're so old, so we can't fight that infection, and so on the outside is our ear hair. I don't know. I'm pulling this out of my fucking ass, but it kind of makes sense now that I'm saying it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's the bacteria blockage thing? Do you get what I'm saying?
Ish, yeah.
Okay, so nose hair.
I'm with you. I don't think that has to do with it because
Or do you just think, which is weird, you get bald, like you said,
right?
Men, especially as they get older, their head gets bald. They grow hair everywhere else.
Yeah,
you think that's just a weird thing? I don't know, man.
And then apparently women though they kind of start losing hair too,
and they grow mustaches.
Their leg hairs like it's not as coarse as it is when you're younger. And armpit hair like it starts getting finer and thinner and lighter. Crazy. Bodies are crazy. And what about areola whiskers? That fucking sucks. That shit is stupid. Like, I know men get areola hair, but why do women get whiskers? Like, what's with that? And why
Oh my God.
Oh, I hate it. I hate fucking hair on my face and around my areolas and fucking, like, ugh. I don't like it. And long nose hairs.
Well, since you're just going to throw out random shit, when was the first time you shaved your genitals?
Oh, crime in Italy.
You want to talk about hair, man?
Yeah, I've got.
Let's go for the jugular. Yep.
The first time I shaved.
Because you grew up in the age of the vagina shaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started shaving, like, my bikini line stuff when I started shaving my legs and it was summer, like, you know.
But like actually doing the female scape, if you will, if I may.
After my my 20s, or well, late teens, early 20s, my first.
And was that
real
societal pressure? To be like, you know what, this ain't the 70s anymore. You gotta shave that shit.
Check it out. You want some of this? Ba-bam. To show off to my boyfriend at the time.
Like, hey, you want to have sex with something that looks like a child? Boom.
No, I didn't. I never was really into a full naked vagina.
Full on.
Probably because I'm one prone to get like ingrown hairs, so like that's sexy. It looks like you got fucking chicken pox all over your vagina. Hey, you want to get all up in this? No thanks. It's all pimply. That's fantastic. Hey, use some Clearasil on that vag.
And then it starts coughing.
Yeah, my vagina starts coughing.
Come on.
No.
You know you want.
No, I always did like the landing strip or whatever, the little mohawk.
little gremlin mohawk, like Spike.
Yeah.
And then, hey, babe, as you get older, that's going to actually look like that. Because isn't the Spike thing white on his thing?
Oh, the hilarity ensues.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I think I need to manscape some more for you. Not
yeah,
right now.
You've got a fucking lion's mane going on.
I am in the jungle, the mighty jungle down there. Mm-hmm. It's good times.
Yeah. Charlie in the trees and shit.
Charlie in the bushes. It's not Charlie in the trees.
I think it's true. Whatever.
Either way.
It's wild and crazy.
Is the wind picking up out there?
It is.
We're supposed to get... I guess we can't really talk about that, huh? We talked about that in the last podcast.
Oh, well. Hey,
we're probably going to get another fucking blizzard in a week. Who fucking knows? It's the winter. It's Kansas. We have all 4 seasons in one fucking day, and then it all melts away the next.
Yeah,
so,
that's kind of true, too.
So forth. Yes.
Yeah, we're supposed to get over a foot, though, so that's
2
kind of
feet.
exciting. Well, your mom was all 11 inches, and then I had heard 24, and then I heard 36 inches, so...
I'm going, and then I've heard 18, anywhere between 18 and 24.
We're in a storm, a blizzard.
We're in a watch.
Watch.
We're not in a warning yet.
Here it is Saturday, so it's from Saturday till Monday. So, well, actually, I guess today's technically now Sunday, but... all right, well, that's it. I just had some random questions. If you guys want to make some comments about it, feel free.
And, you can visit us over on Twitter at Vincent Marshall and at Shauna, Shauna, Marshall with 1 L, 20, We're also on Facebook, facebook.com/VincentMarshall93. And do you know what your Facebook handle, if you will, is?
I have no idea.
Okay. Also on Twitter, you can just do the hashtag on the 12th podcast, and you'll see the links to the previous podcasts as well as possible future topics, discussions.
And if you have anything you'd like us to talk about, please
If you want our opinion on anything that's going on in your life,
we'd love to give it.
Please call us at 1-900-FUCK-OFF.
Yeah, that's going to get them.
I don't fucking know. I'm tired. It sounded funny. As soon as I said it, I'm like, I regret it already. We can cut that out at the end.
Fantastic. All right.
We
Good night.
probably won't
God bless.
edit that out.
Have a good day. We'll talk at you when we talk to you next.
All right.
Bye.